Yo guys, what's going on? This is DeVeAn here with the video blog once again, back at ya. It's time to talk about Sonic Generations demo and my impressions of the demo. I've certainly played way more than any human being should play a 1-minute demo. I just played the living crap out of it. So I want to talk about the pros first. Really simple, straight and simple. Pros. Even though the graphics don't look as good as the screenshots, which I'm guessing that's pics of the PC version that's unannounced, the game looks fantastic. Green Hill Zone looks awesome. The whole depth of having an entire world behind what you see, like with the waterfalls, and there's pipes back there and loop-de-loops, and everything looks like it could be ran, like you could actually go over there and run around, even though it's a 2D plane. But that said, I love how certain sections of the 2D will just turn the camera slightly to give you that little little 3D feel, because Sonic himself is a 3D model. So Green Hill looks amazing, straight up. The music is fantastic. Classic Sonic, he is just how he should be, and it's got the spin dash. I don't know what else I can say. That's just it's overall it's great. But there are some cons, and obviously it's just a demo, and hopefully this is an older build of what the game will be, because I think there's some things in there that really shouldn't be. I don't know if it's just bugs that will be ironed out when the game comes out. So let me just get to it. Okay, so I played the demo at the Sonic Boom Party, which is a different. It definitely feels like a different demo. First of all, one thing I noticed was the splash screen for Sega is the new splash screen. The one where it swirls and then says Sega, versus at the one at the party, it was the old Sega splash screen from Sonic 1, 2, 3, and so on. So that was kind of weird. Also, you can't even play as modern Sonic; it's only classic. And the real kicker here is the frame rate is not good at all, especially for a Sonic game. Sonic games need to be running at 60 frames a second. If it cannot run at 60 frames a second because the graphics just can't take it, or whatever the hell it is, 30 frames a second locked. When I was playing the demo, it's dipping all over the place. You just see this. It's not smooth at all. It's not smooth. It's not unplayable by any means, but it's just me being a tech, so-called tech guy. I have built my computer that I can see 60 frames a second and 30 frames. I just notice a difference. It's almost like a curse, when you know these things. It's fun to be ignorant because you don't worry about that shit. But anyway, that's another story there. But also, I noticed there's certain parts in the level where it seems like your speed's being governed somehow. I'll be going at a steady pace, really fast, and then the level kind of slows you down a notch. I don't know what that is. Especially when you're running toward the sign at the end. I got the speed shoes, jumped over this thing, hit this loop, hit another loop, hit that big twisty corkscrew thing, going fast as hell, and I noticed it just would kind of make me slow down. I don't like that. I don't like that. And there's this part where there's a slope, and you hit the red spring to go up the slope. And I noticed in old Sonic games, you hit the slope, if you hit down, you can go into the ball, and you go straight up, and you can come right back down, and just keep doing that all day long. Or you could, move to the right, move to the left. You lose control once you hit that, and it's weird. It's only this segment, which is weird. It's not all the bumpers. It's this specific segment near the end. You hit this loop, or hit the spring and go up the slope, and it automatically moves you a little bit to the right to land on top of the slope. Don't do stuff for me. Let me. I want to be in control of the game. isn't that the point of playing a video game? You know, there's also an automatic segment when you go on this little loop with a bridge, it's like a looped bridge. It's autopilot. I mean, I'm sick of. I understand if it's a cinematic experience that really can't be controlled. I mean, he's going like this around a thing, so I could kind of see why, you know, it's autopilot. But I feel like I'm not doing anything. It's doing it for me, and I don't like that. You know, they need to remove that. And there's a lot of little slopes, especially in the cave. There's like a cave section of the Green Hill Zone, and there's these swings going around, like, you know, with the platforms. And if you fall off the platform, you go on this little slope that hits a spring, and you can go up. The spring, when you hit it, it's the same thing in this little section where it moves you. Like if you try to go left, it like forces you to go right. It's weird. You have no control. It's like, what it seems like to me is, instead of just using a basic set of physics that apply everywhere, that, you know, exactly the same in the entire level, you got little sections where Sonic's physics behave differently, depending on what section of the level he's at. I don't know. I'm not a hardcore programmer and everything, so I don't know why, but I can tell you that shouldn't be that way. I really don't. I mean, the old Sonic games, it's like, if you can do a spin dash here, you can do a spin dash there. If you can jump here, you can jump here in the same way. You know, there's no difference with it. So it's just, and it also baffles me that Sega would release a demo that, in my opinion, I mean, and I think a couple others who went to Sonic Boom feel the same way, that the demo feels actually like it's worse, like it's a more poor representation of what the game. I mean, it's a demo, I understand, but if you had a better demo, why not give us the better demo? You know. Also, I don't know why Sega didn't figure this out. The demo had all kinds of assets hidden inside the demo that if you went and picked apart the folders and files and all that kind of jazz, they leaked the entire stage list. You know, every level's been announced. So slight spoilers here if you don't want to know the levels. So overall, the list, I'm happy with the list. Pretty sweet list. We got Sonic 1 Green Hill, Sonic 2 Chemical Plant, Sonic 3 nothing. What? Nothing for Sonic 3? Sonic and Knuckles, you got Sky Sanctuary. So that counts as a level for both Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's kind of whack. I mean, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I think, were some of the best games in the series. And just to omit Sonic 3 out of there, I don't get it. Then Sonic Adventure 1 Speed Highway. Okay, that's sweet. Sonic Adventure 2 City Escape, we know that. Sonic Heroes, of all levels, Seaside Hill. Seaside Hill was technically a re-envisioning of Green Hill Zone in Sonic Heroes. Why do we need to? We already have Green Hill Zone. Why do we need Seaside Hill? I mean, they could have used the power plant level, the Haunted Mansion level. Then we get to Sonic 2006. Yes, they're including a level from Sonic 06. Crisis City, which was probably the most playable level in the entire game, which I'm fine with. I mean, salvage a level from a game that was unplayable, fine by me. Sonic Unleashed. Now, I guess you could argue, do you really need a Sonic Unleashed level, period? I mean, the game just came out a couple of years ago. So Rooftop Run again? I mean, we just played that. I don't know. I would have picked the ice level. I would have picked Cool Edge, but that's just me. Also, Sonic Colors, we got Planet Wisp, which is, I guess it's pretty neat. We get to see the level in HD, and Planet Wisp was one of the better levels in the game. So, and then we got Casino Night, downloadable content, right? Wrong. Everyone thinks it's the level, but from what I'm reading, what I'm gathering, it's just a mini game. It's a pinball mini game. I mean, come on, what is that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, overall the list I like, But my main concern is now is the demo they showed us. Obviously, demos are meant to sell you something. I mean, you don't get a demo just for the hell of it. I mean, it's to show you what they're making, and if, you know, is this potentially something you want to buy? Well, going from something that played well to a little worse. I mean, I didn't notice any of these little bugs in the one at the party, and I played the game like 17 times at least. I mean, the level is over in a minute anyway, so I don't know. I mean, is it just me? I don't know. Anyway, obviously, if you don't like Sonic, you probably don't give a shit about this video. But, you know, I just thought I'd give my little thoughts on the demo. And hopefully, I mean, like I said, hopefully I'm praying that the demo is just a demo and everything's not been ironed out yet. And that's an even earlier build than what we played. If it is, my faith is restored. If no one can tell me, then I'm a little worried. I mean, I'm a little worried that they're gonna screw this up. And I think I have the right to be worried when considering the past few games haven't been like 9s and 10s. I mean, you know, you don't see Nintendo-made Zelda games, you know, being released halfway done. You know, you don't ever see that. That's something like you can count on, that when you see Zelda, you know the game is going to be good to an extent. You may not like a level, you may not like the atmosphere, but the game overall is good. And I don't know, that's my thoughts, my impressions. So anyway, I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace out.